All right. Sorry about that. I don't know why it did that, but you know, I went to try to fix something, and apparently, it busted it down. So I'm sorry. Let me get all these links out again. My apologies. And I'm not too thrilled about that. Not too thrilled about that at all, but you know what? Can't keep complaining about it, I guess. Let's see here. Share, copy link. There we go. Oh, God. Man, it makes me mad. I hate it when my thing goes off. Okay, anyways, let's get going. Copy. Paste. 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 Oh, Okay. Okay. Alright, all links are out again. I'm sorry about that. So sorry. Yeah, can relate. Yeah, I don't know what in the heck happened. I just literally went to touch the computer and it just freaked out on me. I'll have to rename the stream later so I can properly number these. But so the issue was that the music was louder than my voice. 1 second. It says that it should automatically reduce the game sound. So let me turn down the game audio just a tad bit. There. Let's try that. Okay. All right. Hopefully, folks will come back in. I had like 5 or 6 folks on there, and won't lie, I was kind of enjoying that, but I mean, I have fun doing this, but it's a lot more fun when I got, you know, a little bit of a, you know, a few folks, you know, enjoying the ride with me. Anyways, let's ask about the collector, because this music is driving me nuts now. About the collector you mentioned earlier. The cap reader? Sure, but now's not a good time. Tomo keeps throwing up and pooping. A lot. I'm worried he might be really sick. I don't know what to do. When did all this start? Yesterday. His tummy seemed a little upset, but I didn't think much about it. But this afternoon he really started to, explode, if you catch my drift. Sorry. I don't get it, though. Nothing in his diet has changed. It does sound odd. What does he normally eat? Oh, you know the usual stuff. Sashimi, mostly. Sashimi? You're joking, right? Of course not. Why would I joke about that? You can't feed a cat sashimi? Of course you can. And the wild cats catch the fish right out of the streams. It's the same thing. That's not exactly the same. I have a cat, and I bet you feed it those store-bought foods with all the extra vitamins and minerals added in, right? Well, yeah. Ha! Sucker! You've bought into the corporate lies about pet health. Kitties can't be healthy eating that chemical swill. Chemical swill? Well, my cat's not puking everywhere, so... Sorry, I guess you're right. I got a little carried away there. I didn't mean to be rude, especially since you're only trying to help. That's alright. Your cats do seem pretty healthy. Was there anything different about today's lunch order? Now that you mention it, I usually only order one box from Soichi, the sushi vendor next door. But for the past few days, I received 2 boxes. I didn't really think anything of it until you mentioned it. Oh, what do I do? Say, you don't seem too busy. Why? Why don't I seem busy? I am busy. I'm very busy. Do I have the face that says, please give me errands? Oh, no. But you're a fellow cat lover and you seem so nice. It would only take a second to walk to Soichi, honest. I would, but I can't leave the store. I can't even think straight about the cat collector or anything else until this is off my mind. Please, go talk to him? I'll talk to him. Alright, I'll chat with the Soichi and see what he knows. Thanks! You're a lifesaver. Alright. I think we're finally... Are we in the positive part of the professionalism? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. +1 professionalism. We are officially professional. Take a bow, everybody. Alright. Now we just got to get the sanity up to a positive number. And we'll be definitely much better. You had to crank the volume all the way up. That's a little concerning. I'll look into it afterwards. When I'm from good of 40, Leo's a vet cat. Can live lifelong on canned Friskies. It's dry in any foods with carrigan. I go out of my way. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't know much about cats. I do know dogs. You know, they need to have. I wouldn't get like my dog low end food, but actually today, literally today, my dog, she killed a rabbit right in front of me, and I was pretty happy and thrilled for her. You know, she's a hunting dog, so I cut up the rabbit, I cooked it, and that's what she had for dinner tonight. And I cooked it because one of the times I had left her alone, she had killed a rabbit. She ate it raw and ended up giving her worms. So, and I talked to my vet about it, and she's like, no, she can have a rabbit, but the rabbit's got to be cooked. So, and the vet actually encouraged. It's like, no, if she kills another rabbit, feed it to her because it's really healthy for them. So, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about you. Anyways, let's get on with the game. Oh, yeah, him. Hi, Soichi, right? I was wondering if you could help set up recurring lunch orders. Maybe twice a week or something? Yep, that's no problem at all. We do that kind of thing for a lot of businesses around here. Why do you ask? I was just at the cat cafe next door and saw one of your boxes. And work's moving me here in a few weeks, so I thought I'd see what my options were. You came from Sachiko's place, huh? Yeah, she's had a standing order with me for years. I'm surprised a woman so small can eat 2 whole boxes. 2 boxes? No, her order is only 1. If she was ordering 2, I'd suspect she was feeding it to her cats. Yeah, that would be crazy. Anyway, do you normally deliver them yourself? Sachiko's right next door and a very sweet lady, so I always try to do it personally. That said, when it gets a bit hectic, I ask some of my other regulars around here to run it up for me instead. If you see Sachiko, make sure you give her my regards. I'll try to go up there next time. So about that standing order you wanted set up. Oh, I need to think about it a little bit more. I'll get back to you later. Thanks for the help. A little sketchy, maybe, but definitely not a cat poisoner. Finding who supplied the second box should lead me to a suspect. Here, Brett, actually decided I moved the mic a little closer. Maybe that'll help. I'm pretty sure it's the guy all the way down here. Huh? How'd you... Yep, I was right. Wait. Is that what you think? I rent the apartment above her shop and the furballs are always yowling all night. The nutjob owner gives them all the sashimi at lunch, so I just added some laxatives to it is all. I wouldn't seriously hurt them or nothing. A little cleanup is fair paycheck. Why do I keep thinking it said paycheck? A little cleanup is fair payback for her cats keeping me up day after day. No one's ruining my damn life and doesn't care. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that either. She should be glad it was me who taught her a lesson and not someone else. Alright, fine. I get it. You're at the end of your rope. Thing is, I'm kind of a cat person and I'm kind of a cop. Consider this a warning. Fine. Whatever you say, lady. The gain function on the mic. Yeah, I've got like a blue mic. I forgot what it's called. I got this forever ago. It's a good mic. It's just the settings might not be the best. I don't know. Anyways, this may not surprise you, but your upstairs neighbor isn't your biggest fan. Takumi? That little rat? What did he do? Is Toma gonna die? If he does, I'll wring Takumi's little neck. No. It was only some laxatives in the food. I think he wanted to ruin your day, not harm the cats seriously. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so relieved. If it's laxatives, Toma should be fine in a day or two once it clears out of his system. What a little scumbag. What's his problem? You mentioned the cats have been keeping him up at night. A few weeks of that and anyone might crack. You're right. I'm so used to it, I didn't notice. But I'll get a contractor to come out and see about finally soundproofing this place. Tomo, you really made my heart stop. I'm glad you'll be okay. Now that one mystery is behind us, could we return to our discussion about the collector? Of course! I've only visited her once. I wanted to add a very rare Balinese Yeah, Balinese breed to the cafe. After searching for weeks, I was convinced it was nowhere to be found in Tokyo. Just when I'd given up hope, I got an email out of the blue from her saying she had the breed I was looking for and that I should come to her shop. Suffice it to say, I was ecstatic. Business was going all right, so I had some money to spare too. Only she didn't want money. She wanted Panda. She wanted a panda? No, Panda was the name of an old cat I had. He was nothing special, an old mixed breed who moved to Tokyo with me when I was starting up. I doubt I would have started this business if it wasn't for him, but he was also really old and having some health problems. The doctor said she'd take care of him, give him to the best medical care, feed him the best food. Panda's last days would be in complete comfort. In exchange, she'd give me the Balinese kitten for free. I thought it was the right thing to do. But Panda was family. What kind of person am I? I give him away. I miss him so much. I tried to go back and trade the kitten for Panda, but the 3 cranes outside our shop were gone. I never saw her or Panda again. That's all I remember. Sorry, remembering Panda always makes me sad. Thanks for the help. I should get back to work. Alright. Yeah, we're still low on the sanity, right? Yeah, we gotta get that sanity up. Anyways, let's go. Should be 3 cranes now. Yep, here we are. Okay. And here's where the comic relief bit of the part ends. And we get back into horror stuff. And actually, I love the Collector. I think he's a cool character. So, looking forward to this again. But give me one tiny second. Let's see here. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me look at something. Sorry, just looking something up real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. Something came up real quick, and I just had to address it. Okay. Oh, just let me get the, oh, where'd you go? Oh, what? What the? Did the stream end? Don't know. I hope not. Uh-oh. Here, 1 second. According to this, the stream's ended. That's not good. Nah, here it is. Yeah, we're good. Sweet. Okay. Anyways. Sorry about that. Okay. The details are always hazy in a dream. All of a sudden, the face of the person you were talking to changes. Or you might go from being in your old elementary school to the street with your favorite bar in the blink of an eye. But in the dream, it doesn't matter. There's no logic, because it's a dream. It's a word that has its own rules. It's a world that has its own rules, and you accept them without any thinking about why. It's only when you wake up that you realize all the little details were so wrong. I did not see it the first time I was here. Nothing here makes sense, because the dark doesn't follow our rules. Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? The way the mind twists itself into knots to see what it desires. I know this place. I remember it. This conversation. You. Everything. What should I call you? Collector never really made much sense to me. Call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I've never had a need for a name. I must say, Detective, you seem remarkably lucid. How many times have we had this conversation before? I wonder. I'm not sure. What's happening to me? Have I gone back? I did say we would meet again, but what you've said would be impossible. The world has rules, after all. You did not go back. You've simply come here again. And in doing so, you have finally paid back your debt to me in full. I'm grateful. Really, I am. You did not disappoint. Only now I know how you want this to play out. This time, there'll be no questions, no getting into my head. You won't trick me again. Trick you? How did I trick you, Detective? Whatever this is, the reason I'm experiencing this again has to do with you, doesn't it? You're mistaken. I don't have that kind of power. I've only ever tried to help you. You came to me seeking your precious Tanaka, the truth, and a girl whom you pitied and hated in equal measure. I gave you a path to all of them. Understanding the trauma of your young girl's mind gave you the lens necessary to see the dark shape. The mask, as I instructed you, was a tool to find your lost Tanaka. No tricks. You neglected to mention certain details. They were unnecessary for your progress. It isn't fair. I feel like I'm trapped in my own body, watching myself make the same mistakes all over again. Every time I think I've remembered the past and see a way out, it slips away and I go back to the same path I've already been on. I'm afraid the human mind is ill-equipped for such memories. It changes nothing. Every action, every reaction has already been decided for you. The universe, the flow of time, your puppet masters, whatever you wish to call them, have scripted your choices before you even existed. Frustrating, isn't it? One way or another, this has to end. I see. A typical response. And a boring one. Why must everything be tidily arranged into a beginning, middle, and end? I think you're seeing it incorrectly. Resisting the flow and coming back to me is no failure.
No, quite the opposite. You must understand, there is no right choice that will grant you an escape. All options available to you are merely dissonance muddying the melody of a song that is already played. Continuing to resist the inevitable final notes is a truly unique talent, an opportunity not many possess. There are no happy endings, detective. There are only two possibilities: resist or become a slave to your destiny. A slave? What are you talking about? The Common Kai had noble goals, but by containing the corruption of the divine, they let it breed. And the dark has been without a true master for some time. As you know. For now, anyway. Something is coming. The dark. Whatever's coming. None of it has anything to do with me. Exactly. I submit fate that you are not invested in. Your exposure to the mask, an item wrought of the same energy as the door. It's freed you to new possibilities. Can't you see? Tell me, as I've always been curious, how does it feel to remember another version of yourself? Does that Ayame Ito feel like a different person? What if that person is more than you? I'm sorry. What if that person is more you than you? No, it's not like that. There's only one me. Even if. This is absurd, all of it. I sometimes wonder if there's an Ayami out there who never found the mask and shot a girl in Kamakura. An Ayami who's happy. Somehow, I doubt it. One way or another, the mask ends up with you and the girl's fate intertwines with yours. You said yourself that I should resist. What's the point if it's inevitable? What's the point? Lifetimes ago, I met another like you. Like you, she was bound to a fate she did not choose. But unlike you, she accepted it. Hatred consumed her and it drove her mad. She lost her humanity. I've devoted my time to understanding your kind, to understanding how these ephemeral creatures came to be of such importance. My advice is this: resist. Follow the flow back to me again. Spend a few final moments as Ayame Ito before you are consumed. I'll make my own path. I don't need you to tell me how to do it. We shall see. I hope we meet again. Very, very different conversation compared to the first playthrough. Very, very different. That is just full-on acknowledgement right there. Like, it used to be like little hints here and there, but no, they're fully acknowledging it. So, okay. Now we've done that. Kind of forgotten what the next step is. One second. Let's see if this will tell us. There we go. The air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I had stayed any longer, I feel like it may have suffocated me. During the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hands up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sounds of the street swept through the cobwebs from my mind, forced me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he even possibly knew. I told him so much. But did I have a choice? Maybe he was right and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigation wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed down to two, and I had no choice but to march forward toward the leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was it really so easy to read? I didn't have time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark. How much had all been confirmed? And I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark. Both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chased every talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, right back to Kamakura to visit Mai. The girl nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help. As everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. Okay, can't go to the apartment, so yeah. Let's see here. Trying to remember what we did last time. I think we went to Kamakura first last time, so we'll go here. And if I'm mistaken, I mean, oh well. I mean, it's not gonna matter. You got to do both of them anyways. A psychopomp for the collector. I'm not sure how to answer that. He and another character in this game, they seem to be two overseeing entities of reality. I don't know if they're deities or what, but they seem to be, so far in this game, it seems like they're the most powerful forces. So I'm not sure what the collector is. We might learn more because with this second playthrough, you know, we didn't even talk about anything involving this because it's established that Ayami is on a loop. Like a time loop, and maybe the whole world is really. So the collector has, by having that conversation, it just completely confirms that it's all. I mean, there was already hint. I wouldn't even call them hints. It was pretty obvious that it was, but I think that was the most blatant. Like, yup, you know, we're acknowledging the time loop here. So, anyways, save that. The collector mentioned a talent agency by the name of Omega here in Kabukicho with ties to Reina. Unless there's a big sign advertising it, which I highly doubt. I need to ask around to find it. Three faces in uniform that I don't recognize, though I doubt they'll have a hard time recognizing me. The way they're huddled together, it hardly looks like they're doing much police work. More than a few violations probably passed under their noses. I wouldn't be surprised if someone slips them a bit of cash and decide to ignore them. Cops like that probably won't give me any trouble. They definitely aren't going to blab to their superiors about seeing me in Kabukicho. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Alright. Hey, hold up. Don't I know you? Who, me? Yeah, you. Unless you're hiding someone beneath your back.
Behind your back? Are you the detective whose face was all over the town a few weeks back? Yeah, that's it. How did I recognize you before? Hey guys, didn't someone from HQ come by and ask us about her earlier? Maybe we should call it in. Hold on, Denjiro. You really think that's a good idea? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not risking my job over some nobody detective. Yeah, well, call it into HQ if you feel like you might be risking more than your job, if you know what I mean. Rita's right. We should stick our necks out when she hasn't even done anything wrong. Being on leave doesn't mean she can't walk around, does it? Listen to Ryu. I doubt I need to remind you boys what happens when you ruffle the wrong feathers at HQ. You guys can't be serious. Look, I'm not saying we should arrest her, only you're going to piss off the wrong people, Denjiro. I don't know how much more obvious I need to be before you get it. No one, not even the detective here, is worth bringing down her wrath on us. Especially right now. Things are exactly on stable ground around here since the Fune family shakeup. Don't need a repeat of Officer Ono. Begged for promotion one day, and then some anonymous tip comes in HQ that Ono's been selling a little dope on the side. Even got a gun to him at the time of the scene of the crime. Yeah, a gun that's mysteriously gone missing from evidence. You think that story's true? Does it really matter if it is or not? Point is, he asked way too many questions around here. Now he's in jail. Someplace we are, held hostage by some woman. Screw it. Maybe you guys are right. I suppose if that guy from HQ asks again, we can say we didn't see any detectives tonight. That's right. We didn't see you, and you definitely didn't talk to us. Got it? Yeah, I got it. Being on the street around here isn't exactly an easy position to be in, huh? I'm at the bottom. Yeah, doesn't give us a whole lot of options. Feels like I'm always stuck between HQ and all the other shit going on around here. I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. You read the papers, don't you, detective? You heard about the Mifune family, right? Yeah, I'm sure she has. And that's all you need to say on the subject. You never know who's working for who around here, so put a lid on it. Listen, detective, whatever you think we are, or whatever you think goes on around here, it isn't so simple as good cops and bad cops. Remember that. Kabukicho may not be perfect, but we do our best to keep the peace. Right? Right. Right. Like Ryu said, we're trying our best, so don't cause any trouble for us, and we'll return the favor by not letting HQ know about this. There's plenty of things scarier than HQ out here. That's for sure. Why don't we move along, detective? I think I'll do just that. Good luck, officers. It looks like they've been digging up the sidewalk, but since they're blocking my view, I can't quite see what they're doing. Hey lady, you need something? There's nothing to see here, so why don't you move along? Why should I? You said yourself there's nothing to see, after all. Bit of advice for you. If you're trying to keep someone out of your business, I wouldn't lead with nothing to see here. See? She thinks so too. Every time you say nothing to see here, people stop and stare at us instead of actually moving along. Nothing to see here really does kind of make me want to look more, you know? It's kind of sinister, nothing to see here. That's what cops say when there's definitely, without a doubt, something worth seeing. Thanks a lot for that advice, boys. Last I checked, it was you who worked for me, not the other way around. Alright. No need to be so damn touchy. What we're saying is that, unless you want every passerby in Kabukicho to stop and stare at us, maybe try zipping it. Zipping it? Is that how you talk to your employers? You are aware of who I work for, right? Right? Digging a hole
It's the least of your worries. So do as I say. These jobs are the worst. What exactly are you guys doing? All of a sudden, I can't help but wonder what some suit is doing standing by a construction site. I have to agree with the little lady on that one. As far as I can tell, we're pulling up a strip of concrete for no damn reason at all. No reason? Far from it. It's scheduled maintenance requested by the building's owner. There were complaints of people falling or getting hurt because of the uneven pavement. So my employers generously offered her own money to fix it. Maintenance, huh? Seemed perfectly fine to me until we started hacking it into it, and you seem awfully impatient for us to fill it back in. Maybe it's got something to do with that little thing you had wrapped in a cloth before... Shut up! I'll ask you to dig 2 more holes after this one. 2 more? Oh, I get it. I think that was meant to be some sort of threat. Yes, exactly. I mean, what you said wasn't exactly threatening. Honestly, I've heard better. Is he trying to imply that he's going to make us cover ourselves in concrete? Kind of a boring threat. Fine! Bad joke. But maybe you two should remember you're being paid very generously here. So shut it! And you, miss, would you please kindly move along? As you can see, I'm busy enough with these two without any additional distractions. My goodness, excuse me. Based on the dragon motifs and the general vibe around the building, I guess this place is no normal bar. Who knows how many other places around here that Yakuza have dipped their fingers into? Seems this club is pretty popular, and it already has a lot of customers. Maybe talking to some of the regulars will give me a good idea of where to start looking for Omega. Can I ask you something? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I was doing anything. You're a cop, right? Nope. You've got me all wrong. I'm looking for a talent agency by the name of Omega. Why do you think I was a cop? Phew. Well, the cops start asking questions right off the bat. Well, then your costume had to be fooled. You had to be careful walking around like that. Oh, I got it. You're some kind of performer, right? What are you doing looking for Omega? Omega's a wash. You won't get any work from them. Worry not, sweetheart. It just so happens I work for one of the best agencies in town. We handle all types. Models, performers, actors, you name it. Even a mature woman such as yourself will have no problem finding work through us. That is, if you're fine with staying in costume. My lucky day. That's the spirit. Have a drink with me, babe, and I'll get you signed up. I'm sure I can find you work for you in no time. Now, like I said, I'm looking for Omega. A friend of mine recommended them, so it'd be rude not to talk to them at least, right? Ask me, your friend's got no taste. You shouldn't waste your time with those losers. No one's even seen those guys around for months. Word on the streets that they ran up a bit of debt with the wrong people, if you know what I mean. Anyway, you didn't hear that from me. You know where to find me if you want a real chance, babe. Can I ask you something? Yeah, sure. You don't need my permission. You have an agency around here called Omega? Omega? No, it doesn't ring a bell. Why? What's it to you? I'm looking for a missing girl. Missing, huh? Was she foreign? Working for a nightclub? Maybe working for some other, types of clubs?
I don't remember asking your opinion on the girl, only if you knew about the agency. Either way, answer's the same. I don't know no Omega, and you probably won't find her even if I did. Girls go missing all the time around here, if you catch my drift. Care to be more specific? No, I don't. Don't think you delicate types could handle it. Let's just say not everyone is as nice to the ladies in those places as I am, and leave it at that. Stir the pot with questions like that, and you're bound to end up in trouble. So if you want help, go ask someone else. Hello, can you spare a minute? Whoa! How long have you been standing there? Me? I just got here. Why so jumpy? Sorry. There was a big scary guy with a scar here a little before you. He acted friendly enough, but he made me feel uneasy. He kept asking me what I was doing here and if I wanted to go somewhere and have a drink with his friends. Honestly, I've been waiting for a good moment to duck out. I think you made the right decision by staying put, if you ask me. Have you ever heard of the talent agency around here called Omega, by any chance? Omega? No, I never heard of it. I'm actually not used to it. I'm actually not in this part of town. A friend of a friend invited me over for a few drinks, but she hasn't shown her face yet. Starting to think of some sort of weird setup. Anyway, I still have some pride, so I'm not going to tuck my tail and just run yet. Good luck finding the agency or whatever you were looking for. If you see that guy I mentioned earlier, watch your back. Evening. You know anything about a talent agency called Omega? I heard they were based here. Are you insane? It's not like I'm asking you to take me there personally. What's the issue? You do know where you are, don't you? Omega went up against some people. The same people own this club, and they lost. The Mifune takeover's already racked up quite a body count, and I don't plan on being added to it. I'm not sure who you're working for. We've come in at a bit of a sensitive time. If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out that door. Hell, she probably killed him too. Killed who? Him! You know, Higashi, the owner of Omega. Oh. She killed... Okay. I was wondering who killed him in the last playthrough. Okay. I knew he owed Mifune family a small fortune. The word on the street is that there's been a little spring cleaning of any disloyal retainers. Do I need to spell it out for you? Good. I've already said too much. You should stop asking around, too. Never know who's listening. Oh. Hey, can I ask you something? About a talent agency called Omega. You know anything? Alright. I'll take that as a no. Hey, do you know this area? What? I have a question about... What? Speak up! I can't hear you! The speaker's right there! You're gonna have to talk louder! I'm looking for an agency! You're looking for a vacancy? In what? No, and... You're what? I'm looking for information about the Omega Talent Agency. Do you know anything? Whoa. You really shouldn't shout things like that around here. Excuse me, miss. We were hoping you might join us next door. Consider an invitation from an admirer. Besides, it's much nicer venue than this dump. Yeah, in fact, we'd be happy to escort you. Nah, we'll just go. Good answer. Follow us. Yakuza were dipping everything in with their fingers and everything at their peak. Yeah, I mean, any criminal gang, really. I mean, shoot. Wasn't just, during Prohibition, wasn't just booze that the gangs were getting into. Even today, today's gangs are, well, I'd say they don't have any class, that's for sure, compared to before. They were all still monsters, even with the tuxedos and such, but it's like, today's gangs are just animals, really. Anyways. Welcome, come in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Kazumi Mifune. I appreciate you coming to talk. Your thugs didn't give me much of a choice. The hell you think you are calling me a thug? We're businessmen, you got that? Oh, I've got it all right, but I don't think that dressing in a suit makes you any less of a thug. Damn straight. What did I just say? What did I just say? Say another word, you cop bitch. Enough. You say another word, and I'll make you wish you hadn't. Now get out, both of you. Yes, boss. My apologies. The quality of help you can find these days isn't quite up to the standard that it was in my father's time. Wild dogs can be difficult to train, but they'll come around, even if I have to beat it into them. Sit down, relax. Can I get you a drink? Fuck yeah! Someone get her a glass and one for me as well. Why don't we skip the small talk and you tell me why I'm here? Seems you're a woman who doesn't like to waste time. Good. As luck would have it, neither am I. Let's get right to it. A short while ago, a couple of men downstairs ran up to tell me that you, a cop, had walked past my bar and into one of my nightclubs. Then I heard you've been sniffing around, asking about one of my investments. Investments? You mean Omega? Smart girl. Tell me, Ayami Ito. Why is it that a cop is going around asking questions like that? More curious still, not just any cop, but a publicly shamed cop on leave. A shamed cop who's had a history of... How do they word it? Ah, yes. A history of psychotic episodes. How did you know all that? We all have friends, Detective Ito. And when detectives are wandering around my part of the city, my friends tell me everything I want to know. Honestly, you don't seem all that crazy to me. As to why you're after Omega, let's just say you've piqued my interest. Sorry, look at us. You said no small talk, and here we are off in the middle of the bushes somewhere. Let's get back on track, shall we? As you're not acting in any official capacity, it's safe to say that no one knows you're here, correct? No, I suppose they don't. In your position, I might have tried to lie, but I appreciate the honesty. It was a rhetorical question anyway. I know for a fact there's no one coming for you. Funny, you don't strike me as a stupid type, yet you're willingly entering a den of vipers. If you valued your neck staying on your shoulders, surely you wouldn't do something so reckless. You can skip the threats. If you wanted to do something to me, you'd have done it already. Plus, you're smart enough to know not to hurt a cop, even one in my position. Good. I like you. Given your prickly demeanor, I doubt you're working with one of my competitors, and you're definitely not here for your police buddies. Okay, I give up. I have to know, what exactly is it you want to know about Omega? I'm looking for this girl. Her name is Raina. I was told she was involved with the agency somehow. I want to know what happened to her. How very noble of you. Figuring that out might be a bit difficult, I'm afraid. Omega is an extremely recent acquisition. To go back further, you'll have to talk to its president and former owner, a man named Eiichi Higashi. As it so happens, there makes two of us who'd like to have a word with him. Like, peace in a pod us two. Wait a minute. I thought... Okay. No, I was wrong. I had that all backwards in my head. I thought that Reina's old agency was one that they were saying that that the Mifune family killed. I guess not. Anyways, I may have just mixed two characters up. My bad. Like peas in a pod, us two. Unfortunately, when he handed over the business, he became a bit, how should I put it, forgetful about his outstanding debts to us. And the poor thing is so scared of me, he's ignoring all my calls, probably thinking I'll do something awful to him if I find him. I can't imagine how I'd get that idea. Can you? Maybe you'd prefer talking to the police officer instead of me? What about some green recruit? I know how this works by now. What's the catch? You'd never tell me where he was and send me on my way for nothing. Of course I wouldn't. You have to prove that you can be trusted first. There's someone else I need you to talk to. A bit of a softer target than Higashi. Pretty good deal, right? Everything you're looking for in exchange for one little job. Let's be abrasive this time. Oh, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. You'll agree eventually, so why fight it? I know a lot about you. Top of your class and one of the best detectives on the force. You wouldn't let something as pesky as morals get in the way of a good information, would you? I've heard about you too, Kasumi Fune. Or more accurately, I heard a lot about your father. As you should. My father was a good man. It's not surprising you know more about him than me. That'll change soon enough. I won't be a footnote in his story much longer. My father always undervalued the power of information, but I really get to know the people I associate with. You, for instance. Everything you've done paints the picture of someone who's very determined and very desperate to find this girl of yours. Don't let people tell you otherwise, Detective. I think those traits are a wonderful combination. However, it also means you don't have a whole lot of bargaining power right now. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. You can go home and quietly overdose on whatever medication they've got you taking instead. Furthermore, I could just refuse your request altogether, but that'd be so boring. We both need something, so let's help each other. Do the job I ask, and I'll tell you what I know about the little Higashi. As I was saying, like him, there's my business owner in Akihabara who's unfortunately behind on her payments as well. Such a shame too. I really wanted a straightforward relationship with this one. See, I help out with a few things, and in exchange, she kicks back a little of her business. Sometimes we send over new contracts to renegotiate the terms of our mutually beneficial relationship. Sadly, she's neglected to sign the newest one. I'm a cop. That's me, Yakuza debt collector. Do it yourself. A suspended cop. You can't parade your badge around as proof that you're some white knight anymore. Due to the recent transition of power, I can't do it myself just this minute. The dogs at Tokyo Police Headquarters start panting whenever me or any of my men are seen outside of Kabukicho. I'm not asking you to club someone's head in. I'm only asking you to give them a friendly reminder to keep up to date on their paperwork. Ugh. Don't know why that one twisted my tongue. Easy, right? Here, take it. Do this for me, and I'll feel a lot more comfortable giving out information about Omega. Also, I remind you that thanks to your impending review, it would be unseemly if it got out that you were meeting with Yakuza, wouldn't it? Blackmail, huh? That's such an ugly word. And here I thought we were becoming friends. No. I'm just stating the facts of the situation. The business you're going to is a cat cafe in Akihabara. Kazu can give you the address on the way out. Wait, a cat cafe or what? A cat cafe. What else would it be? Well, a cat cafe or a cat-made cafe. What? Are we talking cats or people dressed like cats? Because a freaking cat cafe. Actual cats. Adorable, fluffy, precious cats. Why the hell would I invest in some stupid maid cafe? Cats. Normal cats. Damn it. Now I'm all worked up. Look, get that goddamn contract signed and we'll talk. Yep, it is the cafe I've already been to. Is there anything new over here? Nope, not at all. Alright. Ugh. I won't lie, I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, boy. Okay, so all I can do is go to Akihabara, so I'll head there. And, oh, boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon, actually. Oh, wait a minute, I wonder if those young girls ended up being okay. I feel like I got what I needed and left them to fend for themselves. If I only had more time. No point in dwelling it now. Need to go talk to Sachiko at the cat cafe. Oh yeah. Can we get pancakes? Sometimes when I find my thoughts drifting off, they sail right into those fluffy pancakes. If I manage to get back to a normal life, I'll eat nothing but cat-shaped pancakes for dessert for the rest of my days. I know I can make them as good as they do here, though. Not unless I magically become a better cook. Whoops. Got distracted by sweet, sweet pancakes. Need to get to the cat cafe and put this nasty business to rest. Okay, nope, can't get into there. Welcome back. I think Toma remembers you. You must appreciate all your help to make him feel better. I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi, though. Even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure, why the serious face? What's wrong? You're the Yakuza? How exactly does the owner of a cat cafe get mixed up with the Yakuza? Huh? What do you mean? I mean someone recently who gave me a contract with your name on it to sign. I read it. It seems like you owe them quite a bit of money. Why? I've been around this kind of stuff for a long time. I can't figure out how a cat cafe owns that kind of money. Money? Yakuza? Wait, you're working for her?
Why? I'm not working for anyone. All I've got is this contract with your name. And I want to know why. The truth is, this place isn't all above board, or rather it is, but it wasn't always. I didn't borrow money or anything that stupid. When I was setting up this place, I was just trying to stay above water. But the building owner kept coming back to complain, and then these government types and health inspectors came knocking. I never realized how complicated opening a place like this in Tokyo can be. All those rules and regulations. All I ever wanted was to help out the kiddies and make people happy. When she came by, somehow she loved cats as much as I did. She offered to help me smooth things over with everybody. I mean, I saw the tattoos and everything, but I don't think you should judge people because of how they look. I still don't. There was no way I was going to stay open and keep my kitties if I didn't get help fast. So I accepted her offer, and things got better pretty quickly after that. The building owner stopped complaining, and all the permits fell into my lap. Maybe you think I was stupid. Most of the cats here would still be strays or dead if I didn't accept her help. For a while, I thought I'd been saved by a guardian angel. After all, she loved the cats and was kind and friendly toward me. It's been quiet, too. The business with Tomo's bowels was the first incident I have had in months. About 2 months after accepting her help, when I was closing up the shop, some men showed up with a contract like the one you're holding. They said it was for services rendered or something like that. It wasn't much at the time, so I signed it. I owed her a lot, after all, and I was doing pretty well. Only, they kept coming back, and every time they came back, they had a new contract. Every contract wanted more and more money. It's gotten out of hand. I can't keep up anymore. Kasumi won't even let me talk about it. Oh, Kasumi won't even see me to talk about it. Sorry. You didn't really think you'd get a favor from the Yakuza for nothing, did you? I wasn't being greedy, Ito. I thought she was trying to help. Helping the only way she knows how. Oh, God. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they get their way, I'll go out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please. Tell her that if this place closes, then all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. Poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think Animal Service would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that's what happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. Damn it. Doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray! I knew you good would prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. It makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else would you expect from guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful about who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you wrapped up in all this. But thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? I'm not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder side. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree. I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she'd be doing all these things if she didn't grow up in that life. And all the kitties loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too well with her treatment of people. I'm starting to feel a little queasy, thinking about going back there without the contract signed. Damn it, Ayami, you've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point dwelling on it now. I've made my mind up. I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care. Don't worry, my kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure. I'll think of something. But I need you to lie low and maybe close shop for a while until I sort this out. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it there. My dog's getting anxious. I am very, very tired. Me getting tired kind of hit me like a freight train. And unfortunately, despite the drinks that I had, I didn't even get a buzz during this. This is horrible. I certainly could have used it during all the stuff we went through today. But yeah, the comedic relief section is out of the way, so when we return, we'll get back to the pretty hardcore elements of the story, which are the backstories of the characters in the mask. But I would like to see more about Yami's past. I hope that we come up with more fossils that trigger memories sooner than later. Because I really do like getting more of an inside look at Ayami and and Tanaka's relationship and their history with each other. So, anyways, yeah. So I was able to stream today, so that was pretty cool. So we'll do it. If I've got availability during the week, we'll do that. But otherwise, definitely doing it again next weekend. So I appreciate everybody who stopped by. I'm sorry that the stream crashed earlier. I was trying to fix something and it just killed the stream. I got no clue what the deal was. But hey, it's we were able to get it back up, and that's what's important. So, okay, I shall see you guys on the next one. I hope that you have a good upcoming week, and stay safe, take care, and I hope that you're all gonna have a happy one. All right, bye.